This is the MGTOW Infinium here with another Infinium short take. This Infinium short take is entitled, "The Cracking Process Has Completed Successfully." My brothers, as you may be aware, there is now a strong indication that Will and Jada Smith's marriage is about to crash upon the rocks of divorce. This being the latest ramification in terms of Will Smith's Enforcer Simp Out debacle, which occurred at the Oscars earlier this year. Since there is a lot of coverage about the impending divorce, I would like to address specifically the cracking process which Jada used on Will. My brothers, to reiterate, cracking is a tactic which women use on men to undermine their defenses, critical thought processes, and ultimately their will to cause subjugation. When a man is successfully cracked by a woman, he loses all control in the relationship and thus can be forced into doing things against his better judgment as well as his will. Finally, a cracking process can take anywhere from a few minutes to a number of years, which in Will Smith's case, I believe he endured a multi-year cracking process. My brothers, I would like to also further reiterate the outcome of Jada Pinkett Smith's successful cracking of Will Smith, which I discussed in a prior Infinium training session. Number 1. Although Jada used a multi-year cracking process on Will, she successfully accomplished her goal in turning him into an enforcer simp. Again, enforcer simps can be easily triggered into doing things like trying to pass shit tests, which are impossible to pass. Number 2. Through cracking Will in this manner, Jada was able to take the light off of her 304 behavior and place it upon Will's apparent mental instability. Number 3. Through cracking, Jada was successful in nearly destroying Will's future. To date, and as a result of his public simping out, Will has been banned from the Oscars and has lost various contracts. Number 4. Even though Jada's cracking of Will took many years, the end goal was to get access to Will's vast resources while at the same time destroying his life. My brothers, as I've repeatedly stated in the past, don't believe the fallacy that what happened to Will Smith only happens to rich men. In reality, what happened to Will Smith can and is happening to all men where women target them for their resources, which given the state of things, such as the economy, to now openly desperate women looking for men, the likelihood of an average, hard-working, everyday Joe being cracked in a manner like Will Smith is very high. My brothers, we also live in a time where we as MGTOW men are being criticized for wanting to stay single. And what happened to Will Smith can happen to any man. This is because, again, we live in a feminist plantation state where women can do these things to men. So again, do not be swayed by the fallacy that this only happens to rich men. Do not be swayed by simps who tell you that if you don't get married, if you don't want to have a woman in your life, you are homosexual and there is something wrong with you. My brothers, there is every reason to not get married in this day and age. There is every reason to not date. There is every reason to not cohabitate because it is dangerous to you as a man and as a MGTOW man. So again, my brothers, take the example of what happened to Will Smith as a hard example of what can happen to you as a man if you allow a woman to crack you and to undermine you and thereby subjugate you, causing you to lose your freedom. This is the MGTOW Infinium, and this has been an Infinium short take. My MGTOW brothers, as always, stay safe, stay strong, stay on the MGTOW path, and remember, MGTOW is the liberation of men's minds. MGTOW cannot and will not be stopped.